And all of a sudden, we have a cop behind us. We have a cop alongside us, and they're kind of pulling us over to the edge. And, I'm saying, oh, shit, what's going on here? And he comes up and he says, what's going on?
That's right. You've all seen this meme of a Florida man in a dog crate in the back of a pickup truck with a woman driving, pulled over by the police. Well, for the first time ever, I talked to Tony from Lake Wales, Florida, who was the man in that infamous photo, and you will not believe what he had to say. And all your questions about why he was in a dog crate in the back of a truck will be answered, as well as what happened to the driver. Let's start at the beginning. In June of 2019, this photo of a man in a dog crate in the back of an F 150 with two police officers nearby made its rounds on social media. Someone named Ryan Cabrera posted it with the quote, "Only in Polk County do you find a woman driving a truck with a grown man locked in a dog cage in the back. LOL, WTF." That post garnered 10,000 comments and 99,000 shares, and next thing you know, Florida man in back of F 150 and dog cage was off and running. Local and national news outlets across the country picked up the story as it was the quintessential WTF Florida story. Ironically, every article written only pointed out the obvious facts about the photo. Cops pulled over a woman driving a man who was locked in a dog crate in the bed of the truck. Some falsely suggested the driver was cited. However, I noticed that not one story gave the names of the parties involved, nor the reason the man was in the dog crate. Many articles theorized about why the man was in the bed of the truck, like his wife caught him cheating, or they had a sexual fetish, or he was just in the doghouse. Whatever the case, I had to meet this man and find out the rest of the story. The sheriff's office confirmed this was a real call and identified Deputy Branham and Deputy Kilborn as the ones who made contact with the driver and the man in the back of the truck. They also advised that a concerned citizen had initially called this in. After some internet sleuthing and social media searching, I was able to identify Tony from Lake Wales as the man in the back of the truck. Tony and his girlfriend Kim are breeders of African servals in Lake Wales, Florida, and Tony has never told this story before.
I mean, we were driving down the road, and the inside of the cab had the driver, and it had a bunch of animals in it. We were doing a fundraiser for a company that I volunteered for on Sundays.
Okay.
And we were heading down to Tractor Supply in Lakeland. Well, I'm in the back inside a big cage, holding a pet carrier or hanging onto a pet carrier because our African serval is a female, and she gets a little nervous when she's alone riding.
Right.
So I was back there just keeping her calm. Well, you can see me, but you can't see the crate that she's in. And all of a sudden, we have a cop behind us. We have a cop alongside us, and they're kind of pulling us over to the edge. And, I'm saying, oh, shit, what's going on here? And he comes up and he says, what's going on? He says, you okay? This and the other thing. Asking us a bunch of questions. I said, I'm fine. I said, no problem at all. And the whole thing is, you can see me in there.
Right.
But you can't see low enough to see the pet carrier.
Right.
Which if they had seen the pet carrier, they probably would have figured the whole thing out. But they're coming out with these stories like, oh, he probably cheated on her and this, that, and the other thing. She's keeping her man right where he belongs. It was funny. It really was. But it was my girlfriend in the back who was recording it all. Yeah, she was following us down to Tractor Supply in Lakeland. I was in the truck that was full of animals and cages and everything. There was no room for me anyway. And there was no room for Artemis, our serval. So we put her in the back inside the cage in case she got out of the small cage. She couldn't get out of the big cage. She couldn't get out of the small cage anyway. But we just kind of put me in there with her just to keep her calm. And like I said, everybody could see me, but nobody could see her. And that's kind of what added to the whole thing.
Who was driving the truck?
That is a lady, Deb, that we volunteer for on Sundays. She has an animal an exotic animal relocation. And like I said, we were doing fundraisers. She loads up her animals and takes them down there and lets the kids see them and learn about them and stuff like that. Very, very educational. She's very smart at what she does. And, she can give you a tour like you wouldn't believe. She's got primates. She's got everything down there. And I even I even invited Grady Judd down there one time. And, yeah, okay, I'll come down. I'd love to meet the man. I really would. He's a riot.
Very cool.
But, he's the only sheriff I know that runs by himself. Yeah. Nobody can beat him. I mean, there's not real much to the story except for it just keeps coming around and around every now and then. It'll pop up on the internet. Like I said, my kids will see it and go, Dad, it's making the rounds again. Anything that's, anything that brings a joke to somebody's, it's fun.
That's fun. So is Kim your girlfriend?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is she the one who took the now infamous picture?
Yes. Yes.
What kind of animals were you all taking down there? I know you had the African serval.
We had the African serval. I think we had a couple of primates. She's just very calm animals. Nothing that would hurt the kids or anything like that. Yeah, there was all kinds of animals. Just like I said, take them down there and let the kids see them and experience them. It was funny. It really, I mean, especially with the cop alongside us and a cop behind us, and they're just kind of going their speed, blocking off all the other traffic, and they're just kind of pulling us off to the right side of the road. And it was funny because Deb says, "There's nothing going on. I just keep my men where they belong."
That's funny.
But it was a riot. It really was.
And I looked at the call notes. It looked like she didn't get cited for anything. A lot of the reports said that she got cited and everything else.
No. She didn't get a ticket for anything. They just kind of laughed it off and shrugged it and said, "Okay, everything's good here. Be on your way, Oh, they were real nice about it, yeah. I mean, they probably could have been hard asses or something like that if they wanted to, but they were real nice about it. They were laughing and joking. I said, as long as everybody's good, that's all we care about,
Oh, that's fun. So did you know that someone had actually called it in?
No. Did not know until they pulled us over.
Oh, really?
They said numerous people have called us in, saying that there was a man locked in a cage in the back of a truck. I said, we've got numerous calls on this. I'm thinking, Jesus, numerous calls just because I'm locked in a cage. But, I mean, yeah, that was funny though. They said, we've had numerous calls on this.
It looks like have a business.
Yeah, we own AC Exotics, Kim and I do. And we breed and sell African servals. And in fact, we got 3 kittens right now that we pull them at a week old and start bottle feeding them. It makes them much, much calmer when they go to their new families. It makes them better pets.
Have you seen all the memes that people have made over the last 4 years with this photo?
I've read some of the comments and stuff like that. Seeing the memes and everything like that, I just skim through it when it becomes popular again. What are they saying now?
Do you have like a favorite meme or anything like that?
No. No. I think they're all great. I really do. Just some of the comments that come up where people are saying, "Oh, he probably did this, and she's probably doing this, or she's treating him like an animal, and this and the other thing." It's a riot. It really is. Like I said, I'll just skim through and pick out the funniest ones and just, and I'll go on to something else,
Do you have like celebrity status down there in Lake Wales because of this?
No.
Really?
Matter of fact, nobody believes it's me.
Really?
I tell everybody, yeah, it's me. No, it's not. But down at work, when I used to work, they knew it was me. They knew it was me because it would pop up on theirs too.
Oh, interesting.
And they would come around and say, you're newsworthy again, and they'd show it to me and stuff like that.
Anything else you can think of that was noteworthy or funny about the experience or the last 4 years, kind of seeing it come and go?
Just that seeing it come and go is a riot. It's funny because every once in a while it'll just pop up, and somebody's made a comment on it.
I was Googling y'all's names and everything else, and I could not find the actual story about what actually happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there is no actual story about what happened. It was just a picture that was posted on Facebook, and it must have shown the Florida tag.
Yeah.
Because how else would they know it's Florida? And it must have shown the Florida tag because they associate it with us, and it's just, I don't know. It's just a riot the way it pops up every now and then, and just let them make up all the stories they want. It's funny just reading some of them.
Do you get many people like me calling you up asking you about it?
No.
Really?
You are the first.
Oh, really?
Yep. Trying to let people know exactly what's been going on for ages. And nobody wants to believe it. So maybe now they'll believe it. But yeah, I mean, even the cops are laughing about it. They thought it was a riot. Once they figured out what happened and what was going on, they thought it was a riot.
And there you have it. They say that a picture is worth 1,000 words, but sometimes pictures don't tell the whole story, and you need the words to fill in the gaps. And now the story of the man locked in a dog crate in the back of the truck is solved and actually makes some sense. I'd like to thank Tony for being gracious enough to talk to me. In the future, I'll actually post the full unedited interview with him, so be on the lookout for that. I'd also like to thank Carrie Horseman and the Public Information Office with the Polk County Sheriff's Office for giving me the assist on this one. If you have an idea for a Florida man story that I can dive into, let me know and leave a comment below. Until next time, keep on keeping on.